During the graduate school application process, you will be asked to submit a statement of purpose. Some programs might also ask you to submit a personal statement. So what is the difference? In this video, I break down the differences between the statement of purpose and personal statement. What's up guys, my name is Ivan Valdovinos, and on this channel I provide tips, tricks, advice, and strategies for your graduate school applications. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. In the statement of purpose essay, the goal is to highlight your experiences related to your research interests. So really the statement of purpose is more formal. You're telling the graduate school, the program, the institution, why you deserve a spot in their program and how their faculty, their resources, and their program will help you reach your goals. When you write your statement of purpose, especially if you're applying to multiple programs, you want to make sure you customize it to fit the needs of that program. So if you are applying for a PhD, for example, you want to definitely mention faculty that are going to help you reach your goals, both research-wise, professionally, and personally. Because for the PhD, the way you're going to get in is by research fit. So you want to make sure there's a faculty member in that program at that institution that's going to help you reach your goals. So in the statement of purpose, you want to include a couple of things. So one of them is a little background about yourself. This should be really brief, and they should also dictate why you want to pursue graduate school. You should also talk about your prior research experiences, whether it was an undergrad, or maybe you had a professional job that focused on research, or maybe you just did research on your own. You want to tell the committee how you're prepared to conduct rigorous research in graduate school. You also want to have a paragraph that talks about research fit. So make sure you mention faculty that align with your research interests, but also state what that research interest is. You also want to make sure you talk about the type of research you want to conduct as a graduate student and then beyond that. So you want to state a potential dissertation topic or a theme or research area that you want to explore more while in graduate school. This will give the committee a better understanding of what you're seeking in graduate education, as well as what your passions are. So again, you want to make sure you summarize your undergraduate achievements, including research projects, classes, or work experience that has stimulated your interest in graduate school, but also the research field that you want to get into. The personal statement is known as different things when you're applying for graduate school. So some programs, some schools might call it the history or diversity statement. And this is an opportunity for you to share more in depth your background, your identities, and how that has shaped your interest in graduate school. And so you want to make sure that you are able to provide a unique perspective, your unique qualities that you bring to the graduate school, the program, and your cohort. So when you're writing the personal statement, you want to make sure you draw on your background to present yourself as an ideal candidate for graduate school and their program. You want to tell your story, and this could be in different ways. So you can highlight unique experiences, challenges, and triumphs, and give the committee a better sense of why you want to join graduate school and what background, what challenges, what successes have molded that interest. In the personal statement, you can also address particular challenges you have faced and how you work to overcome these challenges. So you can focus on things that have impacted your education, such as, being raised in a single parent household, working to support your family while you were in school, or coming from an underrepresented minority group or underrepresented background. You also want to showcase your experience and commitment to diversity, so you can mention your engagement in programs that increase diversity in your chosen field, such as participation in an undergraduate academic preparation program, a diversity and equity programs, and mentoring underrepresented students. You can also highlight some research you have conducted that has provided more insight for the underserved, such as issues of race, gender, equity and inclusion, access and human rights. And then you can also mention artistic and cultural works that you have worked on that have produced and reflected diverse communities and voices that have not been represented in your field. So in summary, the personal statement is really for you to showcase who you are. It's more geared towards you describing your identities, your challenges, your triumphs, and the ways those have molded your interest in graduate school, and how those identities can contribute to a cohort, a program, an institution, and just really diversity. It's about diversity. They want, when you're applying for graduate school, they want to accept a diverse cohort, a diverse class. So the more that you talk about your background, whether it's related to race, whether it's related to gender, whether it's related to other aspects of your identity, definitely mention those in the personal statement. I do want to say that you definitely want to include some of these aspects in the statement of purpose, but in the statement of purpose, it needs to be very brief. I would say no more than 2 paragraphs, if that. Try to stick to 1 paragraph. The personal statement, you're going to go more in depth, more in detail on your background, whereas the statement of purpose is more geared towards you describing to the committee why you deserve a spot in their graduate program. Alright guys, so that concludes my video on the differences between the statement of purpose and the personal statement. In summary, the statement of purpose is really geared towards you describing your intentions for graduate school and applying for graduate school and their program. You want to include things like your research interests, the faculty members that you want to work with, a brief explanation of your background and how that background drove your interest in graduate school. You also want to include your prior undergraduate experiences or work experiences that have molded your interest in graduate school. So it's really geared towards what are your career goals and how will graduate school help you reach those goals. On the contrary, a personal statement is more about your background, who you are, your identities, and how that have molded your interest in graduate school and how you're going to contribute to a cohort, a community, and an institution in the program. So you want to go more in depth on your different identities that you hold and how those challenges, those successes, those triumphs have molded your interest in graduate school, in the communities you want to serve, and your intention for pursuing the program and degree you want to pursue. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.